Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is. Gang gang. We in this thing. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button to be a part of the crew. Smash that like button to see what it do. Okay, so this is gonna be a video on why it's not a good idea for you guys to be getting into relationships in 2021. 2021 correlates to number 5. It's a time for you needing to be free in terms of just being able to do you, express who you individually are, not attaching yourself to anybody. Um, and also because like we're living in 2021, like there's no genuine relationships out here. Like there honestly isn't. If you get into a relationship, it's more than likely gonna be that person wanting something out of you, whether it be them being too needy, wanting too much time from you, too much energy from you, whether it be them getting into the relationship, wanting you for financial reasons and things like that. So and like it's 2021, so 99% of the time the person is finding some way that they can use you in terms of financially, especially whenever it comes to who is it? Guys, y'all deal with this a lot with females to where they'll sit back and they'll see like them being able to come up some way. So it's like a bitch will get with you because she feels like, okay, he gonna buy me everything, like, or he gonna take me out on mad dates. Females, y'all deal with this in the opposite ways, where a guy will get with you because they feel like, okay, I'll be able to fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be her friend or something like that in order for me to try and get into that position. So, y'all just have to be spiritually aware of people and who they are and like what it is that they are coming with, because it'll be one of those things where you'll spend a lot of time going from relationship to relationship. But you gotta watch out because, like, a lot of time, whenever you get into relationships, you end up sleeping with that person, and you don't want to end up sitting back giving yourself to the wrong individual. So that's like a major thing whenever it comes to relationship wise. Like me personally, mm-mm, I'd rather be single. Like, and not even single, but just to myself. Like y'all call it single, but it's for me, it's focusing on myself. Like, and I think that's what a lot of people need to get into is just like focusing on themselves, focusing on what brings them happiness outside of a relationship, okay? Because a relationship can bring you happiness, yeah, but you need to focus on what makes you happy outside the relationship, outside of you being in a relationship. I mean, that's why I took time. I went and painted and things like that. So that's something that I like to do. Um, Freaking collecting my crystals. Like I like to do simple stuff. And that'll bring me some sort of peace. That'll bring me some sort of joy outside of me sitting back thinking that relationships work for me. And it's one of those things where you have to start to realize, like, okay, is this a good time for me to start getting into relationships? Or is it one of those things to where I just need to fall back and focus on me? And sometimes it is one of those situations to where it's good for you to fall back and focus on you and just focus on making sure that you are able to obtain happiness outside of relationships, because sometimes we as people get too what's it called, codependent on having, you know, some sort of partnership there. And it's one of those things to where you can't be too reliant on having someone there all the time, because shit, I told y'all, we come in this world by ourselves. You end up leaving this bitch by yourself, and you might end up living in this world by yourself. So you better make the best of it if it's that type of situation. And I'm not gonna say it's one of those things to where you can't find love, or y'all can find love out of here, out here. Let's say out of here. Y'all can find love out of the matrix, but it's very hard to, and it's one of those things to where if you're into spirituality as deep as I am, it could be very difficult to find a relationship outside the matrix, because it's like once you think you found one outside the matrix, you end up getting pulled right back into the matrix. So you just like, that's why I said it's very hard, because it's 2021 and a lot of people have hidden ulterior motives. So you have to be careful whenever it comes to relationship wise, and make sure that you're not getting into one to where somebody has hidden ulterior motives in terms of relationship wise, which can be very difficult if you're not aware of who it is that you are and what it is that you want in terms of relationship wise. Um, you know, we're living in a day and age to where they're putting all y'all on like internet type of relationships and making that more normal than like an actual humanly relationship. So a lot of y'all will be satisfied with just like freaking Tinder dating, or just like sitting at home with a virtual reality headset on your head and y'all going to like the little virtual club, or y'all like y'all gonna be satisfied with that nowadays. And it's like one of those things to where that's whenever you find yourself losing yourself. So try not to get stuck in that nerd zone. It's okay to play video games and shit like that, but you don't want to be too far gone to where you living in your own little reality. Every time you get home, you gotta put on the headset in order for you to feel accepted or in a relationship. Like, it shouldn't be like that. Or in order for you to find a relationship, you always have to hop on like dating websites or dating apps in order for you to find somebody. Like, because that is not the way to find anybody nowadays. All you're gonna find is a whole bunch of little psychos running around. And you can find that in everyday life too. So that's why I say use discernment whenever it comes to being out here trying to find love and dating, things like that. Because you will find a whole bunch of people that are little psychos running around. And, we all have like a crazy side to ourselves, but it's one of those things where some people um, don't, uh, they're not able to balance that craziness. And we're coming up into the year 2022. So this is year number 6. So this is a good time for you to apply balance in your life, aka being able to balance yourself out in terms of emotional wise. Not going into 2022 still doing the same shit that you was doing in 2021, where you was sitting back hoping that relationships bring you happiness and things like that, because you're gonna find out that it doesn't. Ooh, excuse me. It doesn't bring any type of happiness unless you know how to make yourself happy, unless you know you've already did that inner work and understanding who you are, and you know what I'm saying, working on yourself. And yeah, so for a lot of us that can be difficult in terms of trying to please yourself in a different type of way, in terms of just like finding things to do with yourself. But it's one of those things to where you need to, otherwise y'all are going to be stuck in this little virtual worlds where the only relationships y'all find is like through dating apps, or like I said, whenever you put on the little virtual headset and stuff like that, that's the only time that you have a relationship. Otherwise you don't have any type of real meaningful relationships, or either whenever it comes to relationships you constantly getting used and shit like that. So y'all have to learn how to navigate through this shit. Otherwise, yeah, that's all that's gonna happen. That's all that's gonna form in your life. Otherwise, you better just be alone. And like I said, figure out where the fuck it is that you're going to die and bury yourself, and leave it at that. And have kids and take care of your kids and do that. Otherwise, there's not too much out here, honestly, besides that good old green grass and yeah. Like, it's very difficult to be in relationships, to find relationships out here. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's 2021, so it's just like I told y'all, it's the year number 5, so it's definitely gonna be one of those disconnect type of years. It could also play out good to where it's one of those things where you end up, being around people or linking up with people and things like that, in terms of y'all expressing or having some of the same ideas and things. But don't expect to have people stay around for too long in 2021. It's one of those things where people just not gonna be in your life very long whenever it comes to relationships, whether that be because of shit that they're going through, because of shit that you're going through, because of other shit coming in y'all relationship. It don't matter. Y'all relationships in 2021 is not gonna last. Now moving forward to 2022, I don't know. We just in a totally different type of time era, to where it's just like relationships don't be long lasting. Like, it just be like, it usually comes along with some bullshit, or it be some fake shit going on. So y'all just gotta be careful out here. That's it, plain and simple. Y'all just gotta be careful in terms of dating. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.